Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is bad. Okay. All right. Okay. That's me. That's the shit. And I have to go right through it. I don't really have a choice. Or I could find a place to shelter, which I think I'm going to do. But let's I don't know. Let's do something because I'll tell you once we get on the road what's going on here. How's it go? Oh yeah, I'm just putting my camera on. All right, here's the situation. I'm on US 20 West, somewhere near Buffalo-ish to the south or something, near Rochester maybe? I don't know. That's not important right now. What's important is this situation. So we're the little, I don't know if you can see the screen, I hope you can, but we're the little blue dot. We are heading due west, and there's a giant bag of bullshit sitting right there. I just looked at another radar on my phone during a quick stop, and this thing is moving fast. And there's a lot of red in it. You can't really see it on this radar, but on the other radar, it's got a lot of red. Now, red's bad. So the logical thing to do here would be pull over and wait it out. As of this moment, I don't really have a good place to sort of pull over and wait it out. I also don't know exactly how intense it is, so I don't want to waste a lot of time on something that may not be a big deal. I've been riding in the rain for what feels like 26 straight days, so it's not a big deal to ride in a little rain. However, this does not look like a little rain. This looks like a whole mess of rain. About 15 minutes ago, the emergency alert system went off from the National Weather Service saying that there was a flash flood warning in this area. Back about 15 miles, you could see evidence of a lot of water pooling in yards and on the side of the road. Thankfully, I missed that portion of the storm for the most part. But I have a feeling we're about to walk into something pretty gnarly. Anyway, I wanted to take you along because this is part of long-distance motorcycle adventuring. You're gonna encounter shit like this. And, you know, you have three choices. Don't go at all. Go, but, you know, pull over and wait it out. Or ride through it. I wouldn't normally advocate riding through it, but sometimes you kind of have to. Like, I have a place I want to get to tonight. I don't have to get there. It's just something that I want to do. So, you know, I'm willing to push it a little bit to make that happen. But if I have to bail and find a Red Roof Inn or Motel 27 or whatever it is that might be out here in cow country, then I'll do that. Alternatively, what I would probably try to do, if I can, if it gets pretty bad, is find something like a Lowe's or a Home Depot. They tend to have like a lumber loading area where, you know, you drive your truck in, it's covered, and you put all the shit you bought in the back of your truck. So sometimes you can sort of just go and hang out in an area like that and let the storm blow over, or at least until you get kicked out or whatever. You can just go in and buy a 2x4 and say you were shopping, I guess. I don't know what the hell you do with it. But anyway, so those are basically the three options. Don't go at all, which is not an option for any of us. Go, but, you know, pull over and wait it out. And the third option is to just ride through it. So I'm riding through it with the option of finding a covered area that I could park under if it got really bad. Yesterday, I came from my mom's house just south of Boston, and I went all the way up to Gill, Massachusetts, which is in sort of the, central western part of Massachusetts, and that's where I had my 6,000-mile oil change done, and they fixed up a small oil leak for me, and pretty much the whole way there, and then the whole way from there all the way to where I stayed in Albany, New York, it just rained. By the time I got to my hotel, I was completely waterlogged. Well, I wasn't horribly waterlogged, although I did get caught in a lot of the rain before I decided to put my rain gear on. That was pretty stupid of me. So I was pretty soaked when I got to Gill. I was able to find a nice quiet spot in the motorcycle dealership to sort of change out of all my wet clothes. That's when I put on my rain gear. And then the rest of the way from Gill, Massachusetts to Albany, New York, it rained. And, you know, the Lone Rider gear did an amazing job of keeping everything dry that was inside of it. But, you know, everything else is soaked. The one problem I had, which really sucks, is that when I left my mom's just south of Boston, I wasn't wearing any rain gear, including having my pants tucked in to my boots. So when it started raining pretty heavily on my way to Gill, all the water went into my boots. Like, the boots are waterproof, but not if you don't cover up the mouth of them. And I didn't, and they're just, I had to pour them out. They were so wet. And so, of course, I did my best to dry them, but, you know, there's only so much you can do. So my feet are still wet because I'm an idiot. And, oh boy, I do believe it's about to pour and potentially hail. Okay, this just got bad. Now, what I think we're going to do is we're going to have to pull over and wait this out, because there's no way I'm driving in a flood. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is bad. Okay. All right. So, now would be a good time to find someplace, any place, to sort of pull over and wait that little red bit out. You see the red bit? Yeah, that's not going to be good. This is bad. This is worse than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh, come on. Come on, give me something here. Give me something. Oh, okay, that's lightning. So now we have gone from this is kind of cool to it is time to get off the road. Let's see what we can find in here. You never know. Oh, what is that? Is that some sort of garage? What is that? No. Maybe. Oh my god, did we just find something? Oh my god. Look at this. Okay. I don't know where we are. I don't know what this is. But this is where we live now. Oh, wow. Wow, did we just get lucky. If I don't get kicked out of here, this will be amazing. Look at the water coming down. Can you see that? I mean, I'm already soaked. It doesn't matter. I'll walk over there. Look at that. Oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to wait this out. But the point being, if you get stuck in a rainstorm like this, find a shelter like this. Find some sort of shelter. I don't know what this is, but until I get kicked out of here, I'm not going anywhere. It is nasty out there. Holy smokes. Yep, so, see if I can zoom in. So you see where we are? You see that little line? That means a storm track? It's coming right at me. Shit. What's after this? See, after this, if I can get through this, pretty much clear sailing. I'm going... Oh, boss. Okay, everything's wet. Anyway, I'm going down to Erie-ish. Somewhere around Erie, Pennsylvania. Maybe. We'll see. I have a feeling I might not be going to Erie, Pennsylvania if this lasts a whole lot longer. What do y'all do when it rains like this? Would you ride through this? Or would you bail? I don't think that this would be safe at all to ride in. Even though I've got pretty decent tires, and they're holding up. Even after, well, how many miles have I gone now? Almost 4, 5, 6, I've gone about 4,000 miles so far on this trip. and things are coming up roses. There's a camera up there that I just noticed that I hope they're not looking at me and either laughing or plotting how to kick me out, or alternatively calling the police to have me arrested. I don't care. They're gonna have to take me out in cuffs because I'm not going anywhere. I guess maybe this is a good time to check in with Ladybug and see how she's doing, and think about my life choices just a little bit. Oh, thunder. I was afraid it wasn't gonna, thunder and lightning, but there it is. Alright. So. Updates. I'm starting to wonder if, when this does clear up, if I'm gonna be able to even ride the roads around here. I'm guessing in the past 20 minutes we've gotten an inch of rain. It's intense. I haven't seen rain like this in a very long time, and I live in Portland. I don't know. It rains a lot in Portland, but almost never like this. Yeah, it might be time to start thinking about where exactly the hell I am, and whether there's any hotel rooms in Avon? I don't know. Hope you can hear that thunder. Oh my God. What the fuck does that mean? Oh. What the fuck is that? What the hell is that? Is that a tornado warning? Oh shit. Okay, someone tell me what's going on. Listen. Listen. I don't know if that's a tornado warning or what that is. Oh my God. How do I put... So I'm just in this like underhang. Thank God. I just happened to be driving by it and I saw the radar. I'm like, this would be a good time for me to not be riding. And I just pulled in, and thank God I did. Because I'd be at... Oh God, lightning. Alright. Have a good trip. Okay. That's cool. I'm so sorry to hear that. Let me get back to you. Oh, very bad. It's very bad. Love you. Goodbye. I just talked to Ladybug and apprised Ladybug of the situation. Ladybug is bugging out on a plane to Ireland. I am not. I'm stuck in the depths of water hell over here. Oh, lightning. And... thunder? No? Wow, am I lucky to have found this place. Oh, I'd be totally screwed if I didn't find this space. Whoa. So I tend to not let things like this get lost on me. I made a mistake trying to come through this. I saw it on radar. I know enough about weather to know that this was going to be a bad situation, and I did it anyway. And so what I learned from this is trust your instincts, trust your training, and really, honestly, forget about getting to the next place. Because if I tried to get to the next place in this, I wouldn't make it. You heard the emergency sirens go off a little earlier. I have no idea what that was about. I looked at the radar, and yeah, there was a possibility of a hook, a tornado hook, so I'm wondering if that's what it was. But there's been no tornado warning from the National Weather Service or anything like that. I'm guessing it's a flash flood warning, because I can just imagine what these roads are going to look like when I finally do get out of here. Problem with the finally do get out of here is, as much as it looks like the storm's about to stop, every time the radar updates, there's more of it to the back. It just keeps flaring up behind. So it's like the structure of storm coming through that doesn't end, because it just keeps like regenerated on the back side of it. And I would not be surprised if we've gotten 2, maybe 3 inches of rain in the past 45 minutes I've been sitting here, half an hour. This is insane. I'm gonna have to look it up later on a map and find out exactly what the hell happened here. But like I said, it's a learning experience. I'm pretty psyched that it happened in that, well, now I've proven my, plan to find a shelter and get under it as soon as the storm hits, and we'll be fine. I'm fine. It's not like, it's not the end of the world. Every time it feels like it's letting up, another lightning bolt comes crashing down, and I don't know. All right. I'll be back when this clears up. Hey, new wrinkle. I don't know if you can see over yonder, but the parking lot is starting to flood. I noticed a little while ago when I looked over that it's sort of like a little bit bowl-shaped over there. And I thought, oh, that's a possibility, but I guess there's nothing I can do about it now. Well, my friends, I'm guessing there's another 20 to 30 minutes of this rain to go. And I don't know if you can see that Jeep over there, but the front tire of that Jeep is about, I don't know, a quarter of the way underwater, which is not bad. But, you know how rain is, and you know how flooding is. It could get worse just like that. That's why they call it a flash flood. So you learned something today. That's not good. And, so now I have to sort of decide, do I try to get the hell out of here before that becomes a problem? Or do I take my chances that it's not going to become a problem and stay put? The chances of me going out there right now, practically zero. So I'm going to stick it out. And we may have to do a little bit of a water crossing at some point. I just noticed that red truck. I don't know if you saw that, but that dude backed away from the building. So he probably knows something that I don't, or am about to find out. But good times, huh? Do a little bit of a radar check here, and so we're in the blue crosshairs, and see how it just keeps flaring up behind? That's the problem. The problem is if it just moved through, we'd be golden, but it's not just moving through. I have decided to bail on the idea of going down toward Erie, Pennsylvania, and I'm going to try and stay in Attica, which is sort of the closest reasonably priced motel that I can find that doesn't look like, you know, a bed, bug, and beyond. So Attica's about, what, 45 minutes from here, something like that. And as long as the roads are passable, we'll be fine. If the roads aren't passable, I don't know what plan C is here, but we'll figure it out. It's not the end of the world. This area that's sort of outlined in green, that's the flash flood warning area. You might be asking, Bug, what's the difference between a flash flood warning and a flash flood watch? And this is where I have a little bit of a bone to pick with the National Weather Service, or whoever came up with this stupid idea of watches and warnings. No one really knows what they mean. I mean, come on, come up with like a flash flood is about to happen, a flash flood is happening. That's what it should be called. I know it's a little wordy, but that's what it should be called, because this is ridiculous. Anyway, if you're wondering, this application is called Radar Scope. I do believe I pay for it, but it's not much, but it's excellent. My friend Matt, back in Massachusetts, got me hooked on it a couple of summers ago when I was on Cape Cod. And I've had it installed and I use it every day. It's fantastic. I don't get any money from them to tell you that, but I just wanted to tell you that. Just in case you were curious. Okay, come on now. You know, it looks like we could boogie through. I think we're going to be going through like Avon and stuff. See that green? It's all green in there. I think we could maybe boogie through there, but I don't know. At least try to get out of this flood. Oh, God. That water's really coming up. I need to get out of here. That water's no joke. Let's take a walk down there and just see what's happening down here. All right. The rain's sort of let up. I mean, I could ride in this rain. This isn't a huge deal. But yeah, okay. I'm going to have to go around. Look at this parking lot's completely flooded out. That poor Jeep. It's got about another 6 minutes of above ground time. But yeah, this is something. This is something. There's my little buggy. That's my buggy. I'm surprised we haven't got kicked out of here yet. I was like, you know, barbecuing back here, you know, doing a little crocheting. I think it's almost time to press on, because I really don't want to risk this parking lot getting completely flooded out and me stuck here. That would be bad. All right, kids, I think we're going to have to motor. As you can see, all the gear's holding up really well. Everything's waterproof. Hunkered down. My tripod is getting soaked because it's in a container that's not waterproof, but it's made out of carbon fiber, I think, and aluminum, so it should be fine. Got my oil leak fixed. Sure did. And, man, what a great bike. What a great bike. I'm going to do a whole video on how great this bike is at some point along this trip. So stay tuned for that. A few people have asked for like a little bit of a review or whatever, or at least just talking about the bike specifically, so I'll do that for all you Guzzistas, or whatever we call each other. Guzzi faces. So now that I'm doing my animated talking and stuff, I'm definitely going to get a felony. Alright, I think we need to boogie. I think this is our time. Let's check the radar one last time here. Nothing's happened. Let's put it on the loop. Okay. Yeah. That's the only spot that could be trouble right there. Do we wait for that to pass? Because I know what's going to happen. If I wait for that to pass, another one's going to pop up right behind it. Alright. Let me gather my thoughts. That should take about a second and a half. Alright, I've decided this is my time. It's my time to get out of here. I just saw a truck pull through that parking lot, and it wasn't pleasant. So I really don't want to get stuck here. Oh, yeah, it's nothing better than wet gloves. Actually, it feels kind of good. It's a little humid and not the coldest weather. It's not hot, but it's like muggy, obviously, because it's 100% dew point. I think that's how it works. Okay. We're back, baby. Are we? All right. Folks have asked how the Chiggy works in the rain. Works just great. Doesn't glitch up at all. All right. That's encouraging. Yes, navigate in Google Maps. All right. We got a little bit of a water crossing here, but I think we're going to be all right if we just take it. What do we got? Let's assess. Oh boy. So this is where I was. What is this? Oh, it's an abandoned building. Okay. So I guess I had nothing to worry about. Just want to show you this. That's not good. That's generally considered ungood. Alright. So I think we can just go around here and be on our way. The big question is going to be, are the roads flooded? Oh, jeez. Okay. Can't see a thing. Gonna crash. Hey Siri, text Ladybug. I needed to get out of where I was as the parking lot was starting to flood, period. I am back on the road, the rain has let up, and I'm heading to the closest motel. I love you, I will try to call you in a minute or so. I'm doing some serious adventure riding here. Fording streams and such. Why is my crotch wet? Where did it trickle in? I'm gonna have to do a little diagnostic when I get home, because I can't be riding like this. If anyone's wondering if I really wish I brought that Aerostich suit that I bought back in Portland, yeah, I sure am. I sure am. In 0.2 miles, we'll be turning onto Alexander Road, and we'll just about be in Attica, New York, where we'll be staying at the Attican Motel. All is right in the world. I got my Michelob Ultra Zero. 12 slim cans, 29 calories apiece. You can't beat that. It is Michelob time. Is that what it is? Is that how the ad goes? I don't know.
Tonight is kinda special to be a world poor. Must say something more. I don't know. Oh, that's Lowenbrow, isn't it? I just sang it in my head. Let it be Lowenbrow. So Michelob has a song. I don't know what it is. We all clear on this now? We are just a couple of minutes outside of Attica, New York. Where the hell are my keys? Oh, God. I hate when I put my gloves on and then realize my keys are in my pocket. Oh, everything's wrong now. God, I'm such a bitch. I don't know. This place is kind of lovely and charming, and the woman who runs it couldn't be nicer. And she has a parrot. I'm told the parrot doesn't talk, but it'll party. It's a party parrot. Goodbye. I'll see you on the next one. If I live through the night. I'm sure I will.